my friend Kate was interested in how cardigans are made. I have 3 fabrics here. A mustard yellow, gray, and this purple cable knit. I plan on making the cocoon cardigan out of the purple and the gray. I'll probably start with the purple. I'll probably do the full length sleeves, maybe more like this sleeve here. I'm not sure what I'll do for the pockets yet, but I'll take some little videos along the way. I have the main pieces cut out. There's the front of the cardigan, the back of the cardigan. Those will be the sleeves. I need to cut out the pocket. I don't want the pocket to be both sides of the pocket out of this because it'll be too thick. So for the facing of the pocket, I think I'll use this. It's lightweight. Got it out of the remnant rack. So it was really inexpensive. So I'll use this lightweight for the facing, and I'll use more of this for the back of the pocket, because the back of the pocket is the one that you might actually see when you put your hand in. Here's the pocket piece, cut out of the thinner fabric for the lining and the thicker knit fabric to match the sweater. The last time I made the side seam pockets for this particular pattern, the pockets were a little bit small, so I just cut it out a little bit bigger this time. Here are the cardigan pieces, getting ready to sew them. First thing I will do is attach the pocket. These are the front pieces. This is the pocket lining. And I'll sew it down there, down there. Here's the back piece. This is can't quite tell what it is. And here is the other pocket piece that attaches to the back. And I'll just sew it along the edge there. I'm doing a practice run on sewing with this type of fabric. I want to make sure that it doesn't get sucked down into the hole there when I sew. It looks okay. If it had given me problems, I would have put some tissue paper on the bottom and sew a tissue paper under it like that. Okay, looks like I'm ready to sew the cardigan. Got the pocket sewn onto the front. And the other front piece. This is the back piece that needs to have the pocket sewn on it. Persephone says I'm not allowed to sew the back of the cardigan right now, but I have an elephant top I'm working on, so I will sew that for now. So here is the sewing machine I use with stretchy fabrics, usually stitches 13 and 14. Purple thread on the inside. I'll probably switch out to gray or white, and I'll work on this for a bit. So here are the sleeves sewn. This is the back. The right sides, or the outside, the inside. These are the front pieces using this fabric. The inside and the outside. This really won't show in the pocket. I mean, it's going to be, in. Next step is to sew the shoulder seams together. So I will put the front side pieces matched at the shoulder. And here is the other front side piece. Right sides together. Right sides, the outside, the part that you'll see, together. So I'll sew the shoulder seams. Then I will come down and I will sew the side seams. When I sew the side seams, I'll sew down along the side seam, stop my stitching here, I will pivot, and then I will have these lined up better. I will sew along the edges of the pocket down to there, and I'll do that to both sides. So here's the cardigan with the shoulder seams and the side seams sewn. So here's one of those pockets. There's the knit with the different colors that I used. And next I will do the sleeves. If I can find my sleeves. So here are my sleeves. Right now they're just basically two rectangles. The one is slightly more curved on one side. That will be the top by the shoulder. The first step is just to fold these two rectangles in half. Sew down here, that's that seam on the underside of the arm, and this will be the upper shoulder. And I'll do that to both of them, and then I will attach them to the cardigan. I put the seam in the sleeves. So here's one of the sleeves. The seam is right there. It'll match up to this side. On this side, you can see I already have the sleeve. Here's the sleeve. It is inside the sweater. And the shoulder edge of the sleeve is lined up with the armhole of the cardigan. Right sides together. And I'll get the sleeves sewn in. So here's the sleeve attached. And now I just need to make a cuff. Probably about like that long. So here's the band. The band that goes around the collar and along the front and back edges. And I will pin it to the cardigan so I can get it all sewn together. So here's the band clipped all around the edge of the entire cardigan. I would have more room to show you, but Persephone was a little jealous. I needed some pets. So now that it is clipped all the way around, I can sew. So I'm using this stitch here that looks like a lightning bolt. It's a good stitch for stretch fabrics. I have my ballpoint needle for knit fabrics. And here is where the pocket is. The pocket is lined up with the edge, and so I just sew the pocket to the cardigan when I'm sewing the band all the way around it, and hopefully that'll keep the pocket in place. The band is sewn on all the way around, and now I'm just putting small little clips in the curved areas. And just a couple clips I'll do all the way around, and that way when it's folded like this, it'll lay flatter, and I'll give it a quick little press. So here's the sleeve. That's how wide it is right now. It comes about halfway down the lower part of my arm. To make the cuff, I have this piece of fabric. It's a square. I got 2 of them. It's about a 9" by 9". So when folded in half, it'll be about that much smaller than the sleeve, so that will kind of gather the sleeve in. And so I took the square, folded it in half, sewed down the seam, and then I'll fold it all the way up the rest of the way and attach it to the end of the sleeve. So here is the cardigan finished. The band all the way around it. This is the first time doing this style pocket here. Let's see if I can show you better. So it's like that on the inside, and it's top stitched to keep it from flopping. It has the dolman sleeves, where the sleeve comes out of the bodice, and the long cuff there. And it's purple. I've been needing more purple in my life.